we've done this. Right, been a while since I also put so much makeup on my face because guess what? No, you don't have to guess because you're living it as I record this video. We are all under lockdown. And yeah, I guess most of us are working from home. Now see, I happen to have worked from home for the last 2 years, ever since I quit my corporate job and started making videos online for a living. So I thought, why not share my experiences? Because I am that good person, which is why you should subscribe if you haven't. And let's get into the video. Tip number 1 for working from home effectively. Set time for work. That's right, set time for work. It's as simple as that. Basically have a scheduled time to start your day every day. It could be 9 o'clock in the morning, it could be 11 o'clock in the morning, it could be 6 a.m. Whatever works for you, whatever works for maybe a company that you're working for. Set that time and make sure you communicate these timings to the other people living in the house with you, i.e. your family members and or I don't know who you're living with, whoever you're living with, basically. Maybe ask them to respect your work time so that you can focus and concentrate on doing just that. Now, this doesn't mean that you escape from doing household chores. Set a time for household chores also. Like, I don't know, spend 1 hour, 2 hours every day that you communicate with the people in your house saying that, hey, I'm available for doing work at home, homework at home during this time. Maybe 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Who knows? You want me to run errands, you want me to clean the toilets, you want me to cook food, whatever. Figure your timings out. Basically, what we're getting at is have a fixed routine and stick to it. You see, the mind is but a beautiful, wondrous monster, okay? The mind just wants to run in all different directions. But if you have a fixed routine, you can tame this monster of yours. For example, get up in the morning, maybe do a little bit of yoga, meditation, exercise, whatever, have your breakfast, take a shower, and then you're like, yep, now it's time to work. And then you go through it, go through your day. For those of us who are working from home for the first time now, or who are not so used to working from home, it's so easy to have your mind just run off in all different directions when you get up in the morning because there is no clear set schedule that you've been following because this is all new to you. So having that routine kind of makes it clear what you have to do during what times and also accounts for everything that you have to do. And you hopefully have a productive day at the end of it. Tip number 3 for effective working from home is have a designated workspace at home where you sit, and when you sit there you know that you're going to work and not do anything stupid because we're all great at doing stupid things when working from home. But that space you respect, and when you're in that space you better get your cute butt to start working. It's not the best for you to just get up and plonk yourself up in bed and work, or go to the living room or the hall, as us South Indians love calling it, and start working. It's because your mind is used to doing other things there. Whereas once you have a designated space that is just for work, it's easier to create that aura around you and carry on working. For example, this right here might just look like a dresser to you guys, but it is also my workspace. Huh? You see this table? Huh? Okay, I'm gonna crush my fingers if I do that. Tip number 4 is dress for work. See, I'm not saying that you have to put on your fancy schmancies. Is that how you pronounce it? Fancy schmancy. It's a tongue twister. You don't have to put your pantsuit on, is what I'm saying, alright? You don't have to wear a tie or a coat. But also please do not sit in your night clothes and try and work. It might work for some of you, but then I realized that it doesn't for me. I needed to have a clearly designated night set of clothes and a clearly designated day set of clothes that I would sit, comfortable clothes, not like jeans or whatever. But you see this multicolored pants that I have right on, this is my, you can see my bathroom chappal also, sorry. This is my day work dress thing. Just something you associate with working through the day and also a fashion icon. Now don't go buying these because I'm not sure if all of you can pull these off like I do. Be realistic. Work within your means, basically. So another tip is try and avoid that nasty temptation that you get after having lunch to go take a short nap in bed. Now, this might not necessarily be something for everybody. I don't know, maybe you have your own routine set where you're like, yeah, I can do a 10-minute nap and then get back to work. I am not one of those people. The short nap turns into a 2-hour snooze fest, after which I wake up feeling absolutely terrible because I wasted all of that time and did not do work. And from then it's just an almighty downward spiral where I just hate myself because I'm so disappointed in myself for not achieving my goals. And because of the sadness and disappointment in myself, I cannot carry on working. So it's basically a day wasted. I'm not alone in this, right? There must be other people who feel like this. If so, hi. Life is cruel sometimes, isn't it? Tip number 6. Set deadlines for self. Now, this might not be applicable to those of you that have to send daily reports to your boss. I do not envy you. If you are one of those people, I guess you already have someone looking at what your deadlines are. But you know what? You could be one of those people who has to send a daily report to your boss, but you're also so motivated that you want to keep on top of it yourself and like follow everything and time and all. So yeah, set deadlines for yourself. Especially if people like me, where I do not have a boss. It can get very tricky because you're sitting here all alone with no contact from the outside world. You don't know what other people are doing and you're trying to work towards something. So if you don't constantly motivate yourself, and if you don't have that self-discipline and you don't set deadlines for yourself and try and meet those, it can turn real bad real soon. So set deadlines for yourself and stick to them. Trick number 7, use to-do lists and other apps to help you plan your day. I am a massive believer in writing down everything that I want to do in a day, because otherwise A, I tend to forget, and B, writing it down makes me organize them into what's urgent and what's important, what's both, and what can be just kicked off the list into damnation for eternity. And it also gives me a good idea to plan my day. Like visually, I'm like, okay, I have to do these 6 things. I have 7 hours. How am I going to fix it around my schedule? And the sense of ticking something off the to-do list is just a feeling of niceness. Tip number, I don't know what it is, let's call it N. Tip number N is connect with people from the same workspace. Now, if you work for a company and all of you are working at home because coronavirus and lockdown, then I'm sure you already have people that you connect with on a regular basis, people that you're working with, exchanging emails with and all of that. Now, one of the things that I miss from my corporate life was silly office banter. You get up for a cup of tea and someone else also wants to have a cup of tea. You go down, get a samosa together because why not? That I don't have anymore. But if you can spend 15-20 minute breaks throughout your day just chit-chatting and video calling and catching up with people from your office, friends from your office, that'll be really good. If you're someone like me that doesn't really have too much of a support system in terms of a company, then I would suggest finding other people actively, people in the same space as you, and connect with them. I do that through Instagram and connect with these people and have a random chat once in a while, just to know that I'm not sinking alone. No, things are going great, very great they're going, you don't worry about me. Last but not the least, if you want to work from home effectively, you must also set aside time to pursue your interests and hobbies, spend time with family members, and to just be silly in life and have fun. When you're going to work, there's at least like a clear barricade. It's like, okay, this particular geographical location is what we call home, and this particular geographical location is what we call office. So I'll work there, come back home, and even though some of us still continue the work after we get back home, at least mentally you're in a different place and it's easy to kind of dissociate and disconnect from work. But when you're working from home, especially workaholics, they're like, wow, this is a perfect opportunity to just be like in it, to just keep working throughout. But that is not good for you in the long run. You need to keep some time to pursue other aspects of your being. Work is not the only thing, and hopefully that is something we can learn during this lockdown. If you like dance, I don't know, maybe 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. is going to be dance time. Just put on some music and shake that booty, you know what I mean? Yeah. If there is something else that you guys follow, maybe leave them below in the comments so that other people can also learn from it. Apart from that, stay home, stay safe, stay hungry, stay foolish, stay happy, and stay healthy. There will be two new videos every week. That wasn't a tongue twister. I'm just going crazy in here, okay? So subscribe. I made a video a couple of days ago called Types of People Who Work From Home. It's a silly, funny comedy video. This is the more serious video for working from home, but that one's just for laughs. You can check it up here. There'll be an eye here or here. I'm disoriented. I don't know which is left, which is right. Is this going to be like a mirror image? What is the video going to come like? I don't know. Click on the eye. Okay, bye.